All right, everyone. This is Tim of the Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. It's the after the game parking lot edition. Grab the old mic. So I'm plugging in here in the phone. We're gonna do a quick recap of the game. Of course, everybody knows if you saw, we streamed from the first quarter, so we were at the game. We're getting ready to leave. It's you know what? It was a heartbreaker. 2022 dropping over to, of course, to the New England Patriots. We lost to the Pats, but you know what? It was a game that I think in a lot of ways kind of showed you, kind of give you a little bit of way of wrapping up the roster. I think Damian Willis to me has to have played his way on this team now. He had the failed 2-point conversion at the end, pass to Dante Pettis, incomplete, failed attempt. But I think Damian Willis has got to play. He's got to have been played his way onto this team. I think the wonderkin David Sills is probably gone to the practice squad. Because I think you have to go with Damian Willis. Alex Bachman had a nice night as well, and I think C.J. Board, because of his returning abilities, played his way on the team. He had some nice returns. He had the one big punt return for 20 yards. He had the 2 kickoffs. I think he averaged 28 yards on the kickoffs. So I mean, it's you know what, you saw some things you liked about this team, but we got to figure out the tackle situation. The tackle situation is horrid. I feel bad because we sat up in the coaches club and we sat along a lot of the players' family. Elijah Penny's family was behind us, which was funny because they kept screaming out his number. And then Matt from Connecticut's, I guess mom was in front of us because she kept screaming out 74. And then we had a lot of family members on the other side of us as well. So it was nice. It was nice. It was a nice atmosphere. I think if you take a look at this game, Daniel Jones, why statistically you're going to say, well, he was 17 for 22 for 135. He had the bad interception in the end zone. He had the nice touchdown pass to Caden Smith. He took 2 sacks, which were not his fault. He was pressured immensely at times. I think if you look at it from that perspective, he probably could have used a little bit more seasoning. I'm not going to sit there and tell you I'm overly concerned with him going into Denver. I'm also not going to tell you I'm filled with great confidence with him going into Denver. But you know what? He played. He got some game reps. That's all that matters. So we kind of have to see where we go from there. Some guys, I think, solidified their spots on the team. I think Gary Brightwell is going to make the team now because of his draft status and the fact that the way he catches the ball. I think Corey Clement's probably going to be gone. I think Elijah Penny is going to solidify his spot and maybe as a 3rd or 4th running back. Platson-Gummer is going to be on the practice squad, man. He got run over in some coverage today. In pass blocking today. Run over. I think you think you're going to have a tough combination between Willis and Bachman and Pettis and Board for those last wide receiver positions. I think David Sills is going to be on the practice squad. We have to see what's going on with Darius Slayton with the foot injury. I'm in the parking lot, so I have no idea game wise what's going on with that foot. Defense looked good at times. You had the big interception by Blake Martinez on that second drive, I believe it was. I mean, they look good. You got a nice pressure from Dexter Lawrence. We need to figure out a way to gain more pressure. We did have 4 sacks. But a lot of the sacks were, Lenzer Carter had a nice sack as well. Trenton Harris to me has played his way on this team. Madre Harper's got to be cut. Devontae Downs has got to be cut. And people are saying, we had 7 tackles. Yeah, when you make 7 tackles 8 yards down the field, it's not that great. Madre Harper's got to be gone. He looks so bad at times. Rodarius Williams, actually, I think he played well. He had 1 pass defense. I know he had 4 tackles. I think 2 were solo. I mean, you found out a lot about this team. Also want to give a big shout out to James Bradbury, the class act that he is. He's stopping to wave and say hello to my son. Thought that was pretty awesome when they were leaving the field at the end of the second half. So big shout out to James Bradbury for that. It was a great game. It was a fun game. We enjoyed it as a family. Hope you got to catch the live stream on the first quarter. I think, like I said, if you're looking to answer all the questions going into the season, you didn't. If you're looking to say that Daniel Jones has progressed and solidified himself, he looks at times to be the same quarterback that he was last year. Also, a lot of that could be the poor play from the offensive line. His decision making. Thing with Daniel Jones is, again, if you watch it on television, you're not seeing the whole thing. I'm on row 19 on the 50. Daniel Jones missed wide open guys, and Sterling Shepard at one point was by himself. I mean, he missed wide open guys. He wasn't looking. He was not looking the entire field. So hopefully we can correct that, because there was at least 3 plays where guys were wide open, and even my wife was joking, saying, "Is this what we expected? Maybe he should have played more." But like I said, we're going to see what happens. We're going to figure it out. We got a couple weeks before the start of the season, so I mean, we got not this weekend, next weekend the season starts. Like I said, I'll have a more of an in-depth video once we get back to the house. So I'll have something up tomorrow morning. But I just wanted to do a parking lot thing. Like I said, Lorenzo Carter looked good. I don't remember if I threw that out there. He looked better. Like I said, Trent Harris to me is on the team. Devontae Downs is gone. Harper's gone. Beal actually played. Sam Beal actually played fairly well today. I don't think he's going to make the team. I'm not sure. It depends on injuries. And like I said, it's good to see some of the guys get on the field. They played well enough in the first half to go into halftime. The Giants up with the 1 point lead. So we just got to kind of wait and see what happens. We got to do more of a breakdown of the film when I get home and get a better opportunity to see exactly what was going on. But again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could subscribe, ring that bell, you think what it means, that'd be awesome.